Welcome back to episode 2 of Chasing Baseball's Immortals. Today, we're taking a closer look at one of the hobby's true classics, the T206 Ed Walsh. This is more than a baseball card. It's a snapshot in time. Bold colors, sharp detail, and a face that feels pulled straight out of the dead ball era. We'll break down the player, his place in baseball history, and why this card stands out all these years later. Edward Augustine Big Ed Walsh was one of the most dominant pitchers of baseball's dead ball era. Born in 1881 in Plains Township, Pennsylvania, Walsh grew up working in the coal mines, where hard labor forged the strength and endurance that defined his career on the mound. He reached the majors with the Chicago White Sox in 1904 and quickly became the backbone of their pitching staff. Walsh overwhelmed hitters with his spitball, utilizing pinpoint control and deceptive movement, compiling a career 1.82 earned run average, still the lowest in Major League Baseball history. At his peak, he was a workhorse, routinely pitching more than 300 innings in a season. Although this workload eventually took its toll, as his last full year in 1913, he was just 32, but his legacy was already secure. Inducted into baseball's Hall of Fame in 1946, Walsh remains a symbol of an era when pitchers ruled the game through endurance, precision, and will. A legacy preserved forever in his iconic T206 card. Ed Walsh's T206 card is the definition of vintage tobacco, a true pre-war classic. Compared to modern releases, it's genuinely rare, with approximately 1,500 rated examples by PSA and SGC combined. The values do vary by grade, with a 4 commanding over 1,000, a 3 around 750, and a 2 around 500. My example, I acquired this card roughly a year ago on eBay. I looked for about 8 months for this card, and it cost me $350 all in. I looked for a while. I wanted something with that nice green pastel background, that contrast with the dark blue uniform, and that had high resolution without a lot of impact to the image itself. It does have rounded corners. It is slightly off-centered, and it does have a crease, but I don't think any of those things truly detract from the imagery. It is a sweet cat back. And it is rated SGC 2. Overall, one of my favorite cards, and something that really captures the pre-war and tobacco card era. As an early era Hall of Famer, Ed Walsh cards are fairly scarce across the board. His most available appearances are in the T206 and T205 sets, and even those are limited compared to modern standards. T206 has just over 1,000 graded copies, while the tougher T205 has fewer than 600. Low-grade copies typically change hands for around $300 to $400, making them attainable entry points for collectors. For value hunters, the 1913 National Game issue stands out, with only 81 total graded copies at prices anywhere from $100 to $200. Walsh also appears in the coveted Cracker Jack and oversized Turkey Red sets, both prized for their scarcity and visual appeal. Low-grade Turkey Reds and Cracker Jacks generally sell between $1,000 and $2,000. On deck for my next episode, we'll be taking a closer look at Rick Farrell and his 1934 batter-up card. Farrell was a light-hitting but defensively skilled catcher, a player whose Hall of Fame induction has sparked debate among fans and historians. While his offensive numbers may not dazzle, he was highly respected by his contemporaries for his leadership, game calling, and steady presence behind the plate. We'll explore his career and the story behind this unique pre-war card issue. See you then.